Well, this is work that was started before my time, actually, and then I took it on from my predecessor, Minister Cortés. It was important for us to enshrine culture and the enhancement and the management of culture and all cultural entities in law, because it protects culture in Gibraltar from a legislative side. So now we are enshrined in law, culture and the management of it, and the library and the grants and everything to do with culture is now part of our.
And it gives it more status. It protects it.
Exactly, it's protected because now whoever comes into office or whatever happens in Gibraltar, we are protected in law, and it is also a way to recognise that the work we do matters and is important and is a part of our community and our cultural identity.
And was there anything controversial in there? I mean, I don't think that there was even.
It wasn't. No. There wasn't anything controversial. It was about basically legislating what already is happening, and it just passed without
supported by the opposition.
Supported by the opposition, of course. Yeah.
You've also got employment, and we've seen some very interesting work. You've posted about it on your own social media, being done in construction. Can you tell us who's involved in that and why it's important?
Yes. For me, I have employment and training, apprenticeships and skills. So for me, it's about making sure that I have pathways for every Gibraltarian, no matter what your skill set is. So I have employment from the private sector perspective. So, we've got the employment scheme that works, that has been working very efficiently. From a training perspective, we've revived the training centre. We're offering more and more opportunities on that. And I'm also working together with the employment scheme, the ETCL, the people in the ETCL training program and apprenticeships and people from the training centre, and we're doing a lot of works with private companies, and it's about giving everyone different opportunities. We've got apprenticeships as well coming up for driver guides together with MH Bland. We have a lot of work that's going into the prisons to upskill people. We've got the Paths program. It is all about upskilling individuals and giving people an opportunity to be the best individuals that they can be.
Sometimes people may have overlooked some of these professions.
We live in a community or society that pushes academia. And I feel that not everyone needs to be academic to be successful. You can be very successful in many different fields. So for me, it's about seeing where the gaps in the market are, and giving people the opportunity to venture into those gaps and train them up and give people opportunities and making people realize that every job opportunity that you venture into can be a success story.
You recently sat down with the Arts Advisory Council. What is their remit?
So the Arts Advisory Council is something that existed and many years ago. It stopped in 2011, and I felt that it's a very important part of leading on culture, because I have a vision of what I feel culture should be in Gibraltar, and it's not just about events, but it's about culture development and identity, and having the Arts Advisory Council is something I wanted to bring back, and it's now actually a part of the Culture Act. But as soon as I came into office, I surrounded myself with a group of professionals from the different fields so that I could get advice of where we were before, where we want to go, how we can make things happen. And it's a time for us to discuss and get representations from all the different fields and see where we can move forward.
Let me ask you about culture and 2025, the beginning of the new year. We look ahead. What has you particularly excited?
The thing with culture this past year, at least since coming into office, has been very exciting for me, because there's no secret where I come from. So culture is clearly my passion and where I feel very comfortable. But I've got a fantastic team. So I'm very comfortable with the work the team has been doing at GCS. They do great work, and the team at the ministry. So we're expanding on the already existing program. We've brought back the Zarzuela. That's a great welcome return for the older generations here in February.
A few weeks away, no?
A few weeks away, yes. We are working together with tourism so that we're launching the Literary Festival even sooner. We're looking at expanding this, making all our events even bigger. Christmas, as we've just seen, has been the biggest festival of lights and Christmas season that we've had up to now, and we're planning hopefully that this year will be even bigger. So we're trying to just expand on what we already have and looking at creating new products. We piloted a few things last year. We brought back Guy Fawkes, some of the beach events, we brought them back, so they were very successful. So hopefully we're working on expanding those as well as all our cultural development programs, which is about looking at our identity as Gibraltarians and see how we can carry on feeding that. Doing it within the same budget. The budget hasn't. The budget is the one that got approved and is very similar to the one that we had last year. But a lot of it is about using that budget in different ways. And as well, we have a lot of support from the private sector, and we do support a lot of projects. So a lot of this comes from collaborating with private. There's a lot of private-public investment, which is working very well for us.